with your favorite personalities asking questions that you have sent in. But he's so delicious, is he single? Will they tell the truth? Which current player do you think is the most overrated?
Abamdladisi now.
Tito.
Tito, I have Tito, you know, just.
Or will they face the fire?
Oh, yeah.
I got this.
This is Truth by Fire. JD.
I can not. Hola, Hasso. I cannot do Hola, before Thomas show.
No, when that's how the question, they're not that bad. They're really not that bad.
Trust it.
So I'm gonna try and start you off easy.
Yeah.
The rules are simple.
Okay.
You either tell us the truth. If you don't want to answer the question, you jump into the fire. It's that simple. Okay. First question, simple. But he's so delicious, is he single?
It's a go cheering, man.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure maybe it's a little much cheating. I don't know much cheating with somebody.
It's even fine.
Single. No, I'm not single.
You're not single?
No.
Oh, okay.
But thanks for the compliment, though.
Okay. Good question. They didn't ask us who you're dating. I'm sure it's a question.
No. I don't want to like keep working on TV.
Yeah.
There's no way. And what TV? What's a question?
This looks like a hand.
Okay, no sharp because
looks like a hand.
straight.
I was a little
I know, yeah.
I'm not charge if I
get strong.
So,
sorry, sure, yeah.
Okay, next question is Lemii or Mbappe? I want to say you were like skiing, no? When I'm currently, you won't get any spicy questions.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I'll go for Mbappe. I mean, Mbappe because he's won the World Cup.
Really?
At 18, what? 19 or 18?
But solely because of that.
Yeah, I mean, Yamal still has to prove himself. Good player. Don't get me wrong. Understand? One thing about Mbappe is that the inconsistency after winning the World Cup.
Okay.
That's what I hate about him. It's like on and off, right? Is it Yamal or am I pronouncing his name right? Yamal. I mean, since he came through, I know this boy is on fire. But also winning anything major.
The next question says, on the beach or in the back seat?
Backseat, bro. Backseat of my Jeep. Like LL Cool J was saying, man. Like, I've seen a few dudes doing it, like, while I'm driving. Crazy. Like, my boys are crazy on that. So I would do it, like, give me any day for backseat in your car. Like, it's crazy.
Okay, just I
hear people be like, I'll be doing it in the car. Is that true though? No, man, come on.
I think so. I think it's I'd never do it.
Serious?
I superstitious too much.
So Shapa fella competo.
Anywhere else but the car.
You're riding car. You must try it out. So you never try it out?
I'd never do it.
Try it out, bro.
If
you do it once, you're not gonna stop. Backseat of my car any day. Yeah.
Okay, this one is tricky. And I don't know how comfortable you'll be answering this one.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to answer it, you can jump into the fire. It says, which celebrity have you smashed?
Yo.
So obviously, it's pre-marriage.
Yeah.
Maybe in your playing days, coming up,
Yeah, let's be proper. I like the questions.
Yeah, how? Okay, let's start there. Which celebrity have you smashed?
So I'm gonna tell you a story, right?
Okay.
Before I answer that question.
Okay.
So there's a friend of mine, like, we just lost him, like, may his soul rest in peace. Like, best friend of mine. I've known him since we were teenagers.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine used to get mad at me every time, like, Jay, this is how we speak. Jay, I want teen and why you always be smashing all these ugly chicks? You're supposed to be with there's like hot chicks, like celebrities, whatever. I'm like, I feel to like, I don't know about celebrities.
Is it?
I've never smashed a celebrity or like any popular.
Why do you think it's a red flag?
I mean, you apply and whatever. I know there are good ones and there are bad ones, but most of them. But too popular. I don't like popular chicks. You know what I mean? Because I'm private myself.
Yeah, like, it's crazy because like you would assume, especially like when you're just starting out your career.
Yeah.
And you're starting to get known, you would assume, maybe it's a stereotype that people think about soccer players.
Yeah. I give you that, Jack. Like I actually, when I was playing, I think I was talking to off air with your friends here, and I was saying to them, like, I never liked chicks when I was young.
I heard you say that. Yeah.
You know, I never liked them. For me, it was money before, like, you know, before chicks. You know, but I'm trying to copy.
Yeah.
You know, so I never used to chase bocheri. I only started being naughty later. You know, and started, like, you know, doing a lot of stuff later in life. So for me, chicks were the last thing. But I just wanted that PlayStation that I never had, the big screen TV that I never had. You know what I mean? So that was the first thing. I mean, I love chicks. I mean, man, straight, you know? I love what every man likes. But it's just that I've never been with a celebrity, bro. I don't know. I know, like, people will be saying, you should be with one, but nah.
Okay. Next question is, if you were to play for a local team now, which team would it be besides Sundowns?
I guess that now. What are Sundowns?
Oh, I said, like a question.
Sundowns first. I mean, Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, the Kaizer Chiefs, Vets. I mean, the teams that I played for, I mean, they were great. I mean, I started at Vets. That's the team that gave me an opportunity. You know what I mean? And I always, like, you know, thank God for that, and thank the people that were running Vets back in the days for giving me that opportunity. You wouldn't know Josta because if it wasn't for Vets, right? And then Kaizer Chiefs is just crazy. I mean, you know that team. I know Lipagani and Jack.
Through and through.
Yeah, but we know you guys are the oldest team in the country. But the support, Kaizer Chiefs in Jack, like, it's just crazy.
The fan base is huge.
It's crazy, you know. But I see you guys coming back now because you guys are
No.
playing the most exciting football. No, Jack, my man. I actually did something just to say I was watching the final,
MTN8. Yeah.
You guys came out.
Yeah.
I've never seen Pirates fans coming out like that. It's crazy. For the first time in like 100 years.
Yeah.
First time in 100 years.
Not 100 years.
I'll give it to you guys. In 100 years that, you know, you guys came out. I've never seen Stadium Musili so black and white, and support is just crazy. But I don't blame the fans for supporting you guys because you guys are playing the best football right now.
Yeah. I want to ask you this question. It says, do you consider yourself a Sundowns or Chiefs legend?
Both. Both, because I never vote for Sundowns, I vote Chiefs.
Yeah.
Never vote for Chiefs, I support Pirates.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean, I could never, like, you know, choose like family, like cousins, you know, like, you know, baby sister, baby brother. I can't say like family. I work at Sundowns, so I could never choose either of them.
I think you're more a Chiefs legend than you are a Sundowns legend.
So stop hating on Sundowns.
No, I'm not hating on Sundowns. I think you had for example, if we're Google Josta Dladla, the first picture that comes out of you is in a Chiefs shirt.
For real?
You see a lot more Josta in a Chiefs shirt than you do in a Sundowns shirt.
So I was there for seven years though,
And how long were you at Sundowns for?
I think it was 5.
Wabo.
It was 5. I could have been
But
there for
besides,
10 years.
I feel like maybe you had a bigger impact to the Chiefs fans, you know?
But it's a fan base.
It's a fan base.
That's why. True. Maybe that's why people talk about Chiefs more because most people in the country support the Kaizer Chiefs. Sometimes as much as like they've dominated for the last 10 years, 12 years. Fan base, I don't know.
The 57 fans, it's a one.
I don't know what happens, bro. Like, you know, they do so well, but the stadium is still not filled up.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, man. It seems like what's Pitori?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's going on. Pitori. But what Pitori kopale supporting team we don't know what's happening. Yeah.
Okay. Next question is, who is the worst coach you ever had and why?
Worst coach?
Worst coach.
I like him, Nakwiki Swallows after Chiefs let me go.
Yeah.
This guy after training, he's a Zimbabwean man. He's a Zimbabwean player. He used to play for Zimbabwe, and he ended up being a coach.
A coach for Swallows.
Yeah. You just need to, like, you know, Google. Let's just Google maybe the names of the coaches that.
Just say what season.
I'll Google them fit. I'll say diploma. I'll Google number fit.
Okay. While we're looking for that, while we're looking for that, I want to ask you, okay, on that same point, Swallows,
Yeah.
you also mentioned Ustadile
Yeah.
There's this culture in South African football that the states are clubs that have been long-standing disappear. What's your take on that? Because we've seen now a return of Bloemfontein Celtic in the form of Siwelele, but it just doesn't have that Bloemfontein Celtic thing.
Right.
Do you think more should be done about maintaining clubs that have such a rich history in South African football?
Like the English would say, rubbish. Rubbish. Like, for me, it's like, I think the system's got to be, like, did you get the name? Sorry, Dan. Koro! I didn't Koro! Yo! I know. It's not going to trailer patai.
What traumatizing?
I'm too that. Yeah, I can. That's the worst coach for me. Yeah. So, I mean, look at it this way. You got, in the Premier League, there's owners that come in, there's owners that go. But the team stays the same.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Heritage.
Heritage and whatever. And as an investor, if I had to buy into Chiefs, why would I want to change Chiefs? Give it a
True.
Mapona FC.
Yeah, true.
I would rather keep it as Kaizer Chiefs. Doesn't make sense, you know what I mean? Like for me, I mean, I'm the investor, and as an investor, I wouldn't want to be known as well.
Yeah.
Put in the money, the team does well, and that's it. But the heritage that team that it has, wouldn't you want to keep that? You know what I mean? And I think that's how the system needs to be changed in South Africa when whoever that wants to buy the team in the PSL, let it stay the same. You know, imagine if it to Celtics. The support that Celtics.
They had the best supporters in South African football.
Yeah.
And
Mamkize, so much money.
Yeah.
If she just had to keep the team go to Bloemfontein.
yeah. Because also you can buy a team, but let the people run it. You can be an owner, but not interfere with the management.
Yeah. So for me, I think like we just do things different. Let's learn from the people that do it right.
Yeah.
Like certain things they learn audit even or one about by the and be like, okay, guys, that culture we like. Probably okay. And I think like Vets as well, 100 years.
Yeah.
You let go of 100 years of history.
Yeah.
Just like that. And then the people that buy it 2 weeks later, they can't even afford to pay the players. You know what I mean? So we need to change it.
Because you see that happening a lot.
Yeah. We got to change it. Yeah.
Okay. This one is another tricky question.
Yeah.
It says, is it true that your teammates at Chiefs didn't like you?
Got him. No, I don't know about that. We were all good.
Yeah.
I don't think I had.
But why would
somebody think?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I had no problems with anybody. And I'm not one dude or like I'm okay with anybody. I always chill alone.
Or maybe never.
Yeah,
Get
maybe
straight back. I want to know shout straight back,
No.
pretty boy. Was that ever a problem for you?
No.
Were you ever underestimated because you were not flamboyant, but you were pretty guy?
I don't know about that. I'm a loner.
Okay.
Since growing up, I've always been. I get to training. I greet everybody, and I joke around with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so I never had a problem with anybody, and I don't think anybody had a problem with me.
Yeah.
If they did, I don't know about that.
Okay.
But most of the time, I got to train, leave.
Okay.
You know, so I never hanged with a lot of people. You know? So probably maybe that's why people thought that maybe people had a problem with me.
This is the last question. It says, which current player do you think is the most overrated and who is underrated?
Overrated? Yo. I don't know.
Let's start with overrated.
I think everybody go where they're supposed to be. You know what I mean? And it would be unfair for me to compare our generation with today's generation.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So I wouldn't say there's any overrated player for me. Or I've never seen any. So if anybody wants to come up with a name, they can do that to me. So I don't want to come out now. You know what I mean? So I'm not that type of person as well.
Underrated, who do you think is very underrated right now?
Underrated. I mean, Fano Alona Dlalamo lefty. I think he should be overseas. Kimankana Dlalamo lefty alona.
Left back.
Left wing alona. Go Pirates.
Mufokeng.
Like for me, I think this boy, he was the first player that's supposed to be going overseas. Everybody else is going overseas and they know Asana, you know? And one great player.
Why do you think that happens?
I don't know, but somebody's telling me what about the right offer, you know? That right offer might, like now when offers come, I think as owners, you got to understand that some teams you're going to end up saying like, nah, this boy like they're just overpricing him, you know, and what chaser now? This is the right time to let him go. You know, Mbogas is leaving, Kota, you know.
And it must be hectic seeing your teammates leave,
brother. You know what I mean? And I think for me, that's the boy that was supposed to leave it once. I don't think there's any underrated player right now because a lot of youngies are stepping up. You saw Chabalala, you saw them coming up. Go Chiefs. Yeah. I know Chiefs not the way it's supposed to be, but you know. Like,
either way, Chiefs the rates
when you're excited, but no, I don't. I think the boys are just. He's not underrated. I think now this boy should be going overseas, and I hope Pirates can let him go soon, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's my wish. You know.
Okay.
What I mean? Yeah. Don't take him to the US because what's going on with you guys like taking everybody to the US? Why can't he go to La Liga?
I choose to withhold my comment.
You know, like, hopefully he'll go to Belgium. You know, I know there's money. I mean, the US. I mean, the dollar compared to a rand that we understand is what 1 to 10, 70. You know, we understand it. But in terms of like career wise, I think it might be a step back. You know, for me, I would like to see him going to Spain, you know, and I love represent the grand. You know,
JD.
Yeah.
How was your next? And we through the questions. Look, I show you one fella just for spirit.
Actually, seeking thoughts are about fit.
That thing is swag. I sharp.
King, to an airplane like when I'm
yeah. Na maisha weekend.
Okay, I'll check up and I will tender my number in a clutch.
But I know it's not bad. At least so sharp an honorary fight.
No, it's not.
It's not bad, ne? Okay. But thanks for coming through.
Thanks for having me.
Stress.
No, I'm straight up. If question I can't understand, I'll tell you what I do, and I'm not there.
Okay, that's how we wrap it up for Truth by Fire.